Hi, I'm Melanie Florence from Miss Melly Flows Vibe Life. This is my YouTube channel for my tarot readings. Today's reading is the mid-month September Fae Earth reading. Do that again. The Earth Fae mid-month reading. So this is for the elemental folk who are attached to the earth element. So this is forest folk or maybe a centaur. Maybe you go to the fire if you're a centaur. Anyway, so if you are connected, and this is also if you're connected to the earth element and you've got earth in your chart, in your nativity, this might be a reading for you. It's also for your physical being, so your material plane. So if you want to read individually for your material plane, this is a good reading for you, if that's what you're concerned of this month with your Fae. So I've been collecting Fae decks and old world decks for the last couple of months so that I could do these readings. I will be doing them, hopefully delivering them the 13th, 14th, 15th of the month. So if you would like to share these to groups that you're in, Fae groups, please, I'm happy for you to share them and invite your friends. Also, I have a hot tea for the soul, Miss Melly's group, that I'll attach in the link if you'd love to come to that and share that around. That'd be fantastic. I do personal readings. I do those through my Miss Melly's Flows Facebook page, a bit of Miss Melly all over the place. That's how it rolls. So this one is particularly for our Earth Fae. I have a whole heap of different decks that are Earth connected for Fae. And then I'm going to introduce to the reading. So we're going to start with a Celtic tree. So the trees. So I'm in the southern hemisphere. These are northern hemisphere trees, but they still apply to our lives. So we're looking at the energies that these trees permeate. And there it is. There's our tree for our earth. Oh, the gauze. This is the second time this has turned up today for our so you can see this. This is all golden. So the golden gauze. So this is, let me read for you. Let me see if I can hold this and hold the page and do a reading, because I'm talented like that. 6, 7, of course. So I'll just read you some at the beginning. The key words, oh no, not 7, 17. 16. Oh, it'd be easier from the first place. I just put the card down for a second. All right, the gauze. Keywords: fulfillment and abundance, sweetness, hope, persistence, links to the inner and outer worlds, gathering together what you need to ensure project. The gauze is about fulfillment and abundance. We are encouraged to share what we have with others and practice sweetness into our life. The day before the spring equinox, which is the 23rd of this month for the southern hemisphere. The day before the spring equinox is often called the day of the gauze. Persephone returns to her mother and Demeter, and a new growth cycle begins, a whole new cycle. The gauze is effused and continually in bloom with a golden yellow flowers that represent hopefulness. This plant differs from the broom in that it has sharp thorns. This plant differs from the broom because it has sharp thorns. I'll do that again. It is a persistent bush that can grow almost anywhere. Thus, our attitude of gratitude and appreciation can be applied to any situation as well. It is a connection to the god Lo, and his bright inspiration brings fire aspect to this ogham. The ogham of this bush is the on and the letter O, on firs. So this is abundance and growth. Okay. Very different part of that card in a different part of in another reading. That's golden hue is abundance. Okay, so I'm going to draw us a fairy blessing from the fairy card, the fairy blessing cards. Grab Lucy Cavendish. Oh, I've thrown a whole heap over here. I'm going to get one. The one that's closest to me is our card. Blessings of a light touch. So what card do we have here? So these are 42. So these are all new to me, so I'm reading them from the book so that we get a full round view of what we've got in here. All right, 42. The blessing of a light touch. This is a gift from the Fae who dance lightly upon this earth, who know that how to speak magical words to invite affinity and accord and banish misunderstandings. This is a gift for you, a blessing so you can now walk lightly, speak truly and simply, yet know at the exact time, the perfect way without taking any more on it. It will come light as bees' wings. You will open your lips and out will flow through what has once been confounding to you. Let the steps at your feet be light upon the earth. Let your touch be graceful and full of kindness. Let the words seep into the hardest hearts and crack open the walls between you and others. This is a gift of a fairy is a true blessing. This gift of the fairy is a true blessing, for it creates love, forgiveness, and with that we can move on to the better parts of our lives, no longer so troubled what once caused our sadness. Relationships may not be woven, they change, and the change may not be, the relationships may not be rewoven, and the change may not be forever, but there will be no bitterness, no from the thorns in the hearts that will be dissolved by the magic of the right words, gentle touch, the light step you have been blessed with. Fairy blessings of knowing just what to do and say, dear friend. Oh, so we're going to avoid the thorns. This is strong boundaries, fairy blessing. Light touch and take back things that might have happened previously. You have no ill will from, and we can walk lightly on this earth. That's so really nice. So I'm also going to do one from the Fae's Forest deck, the Fairy Forest deck from the Wild Green World. All right. Oh, the Weaver, Fate, Destiny, the Weird. All right, the weird. This is talking about getting a little bit weird. That's what this original word comes from, is these people, the weird. You know, so fate and destiny and what weird twists. And this is telling us to jump out and take something and, you know, take a hold of something. This is an action card. The weaver of fate and destiny. You are the weaver of your own fates and destiny. You are the weird. You're it. So tip, you're it. All right, one more before we do the reading for September for the Earth Fae. All right, so my little unicorns, what have we got? The secret, unknown mysteries and wonders. So the secret's coming. Look at that glowing. The secret, a light touch, a golden glow. You're a dream weaver of destiny and fate with the secret. All right, so I'm going to shuffle cards up and we're going to see what's going on for the Earth Elementals for September as we do lead into the spring equinox. It's talking about new things for spring for the Southern Hemisphere. Ooh, so what brings us here? The first 5 cards. So this is jealousy. What brings us here? Other people being jealous of us, us being jealous of other people. Envy. It's a driven card. It's all about communication. So there could be a few forms of communication that are not interacting particularly well, but they're all matters of the heart. So we've been talking about matters of the heart in our communication inside of all of this. Ooh, Earth element. You could be jealous of other people. People could be jealous of you. But it's communication, 3 forms of communication. Not always going well together, but deep matters of the heart, communicating matters of the heart. So what else brings us here, fire, earth elementals? Ooh. Off over the other side. Oh, what have I got? Oh, this is the king of water. So it's the king of our hearts. So this could be all our hearts and desires. This could be a very euphoric place where we're in control of our emotions, that we've been looking deeply into them, not necessarily overtly, obviously female. We go to the masculine side of our emotions, like that strength and conviction and passion and truth. and justice inside of that. Very esoteric when we become the King of Cups. It's very engulfing and can be a little obsessive, I guess, but usually with good means. Alright, so in the middle of what brought us here is our skill. So the Eight of Cups bringing our heaven to earth, very, very material thing. So these are the things we do to make money, but these are, you know, you sort of see a repeated earth, they do the same thing. This is teaching that skill. This is our very primal, how do we bring our material plane, how do we get our heaven on earth in a material way. Okay, the next card. Oh, I saw it, the next card. So my personal readings are very different to this. I do it totally different. I actually put this reading together as I started this. It jumped together for me. So this is how we got here. The Lovers. The lover of the world. What do we love? What do we love deep inside of us? The balance of our masculine and feminine. You can see this is fertile. You can see this is powerful. You can see it's erotic. There's a love that's generated between these two people. Like this takes the attraction to the next step. Like this is an opposite attracts. This is an equals attracts. Like inside of this is a lover and you approaching it for the world. So you continuing to love what you love. Alright, so the next card is the last one of what brought us here. Boredom. Emotional boredom. So sometimes we have joy and we have joy in our life, but what we're not happy with is ourselves. And I guess this is somewhere akin to depression because this is emotional level. But it's not. This is a healing card being a 4. And this boredom is to stop. This is to stop. Everything doesn't have to be dramatic. So every once in a while, you might find that your heart is actually slow and it's not reacting to everything. That's not a bad place to be in. What's brought us here is, like, as much as you've got love and all of these things, and there's been jealousy, all we have in here is a little bit of like my cup. What's in my cup? And noticing that I need to fill my cup. That one cup that isn't the joy from the world, that's the joy from you. And are you filling your cup? Okay, so these are our healing element. All right, I'm going to turn it down so you can see it. Okay. Ooh, all right. So we come to here, which is our healing element. The 4 cards, what is our healing element? Again, protection. This keeps coming up for people. This is protecting your own. This is again a 4 and it's a healing and it's a rest card. A lot of the 4s are rest cards. It's like we've done a little bit of action, 1, 2, 3, and then we just rest for a second and we take a breath. And so this one is about protecting your own, protecting your castle, protecting your children, protecting your heart, protecting the things that you need. So this is a balancing card, but we balance everything out, a 4. And you can see how that makes our little cave, our little spot that we can protect ourselves in. So and this is looking at budgets, this will be looking at things like that, but this is definitely protecting your heart, protecting your own. Oof, while we move on to the 5 of stones. So the healing element, this is endurance, this is weathering the storm. So this guy's safe. See him sitting there, he's found a spot. So all it is having to wait for the weather to pass us by. And I guess like in our year of the fall with the COVID, this has been a big card for everybody, having to endure everything that we're sort of going through. But this is a card of patience, like of the senses, having to wait. But we're protected and we're in our cave. So we're really looked after inside of this moment. These are the healing elements. So there's abundance in here of protection and patience. All right, 2 more for our healing elements. 2 more for our healing elements for the Earth Fae. For the Earth Fae Fairy Elemental reading for the month of September. All right, what have we got? Oh, see, healing element. This keeps coming up too. So this is taking stock of what you have. You have your quiver full of arrows. They're your skills. They're your thoughts. They're what you know. They're what you know of yourself. This is the potential energy to unleash those on the world. She's taking aim. She's taking very careful stock. She's been trained. This is something inside of her. She slows her breath down. She knows how to do this. She has her guardians with her. They will walk with her every step along the way. This is not just potential energy. This is trained potential energy waiting to be unleashed on the world. All right. Be patient. You're protecting yourself. Wonderful. 1 more for our healing element. What have we got for the earth element? Fade. Mid-bump. Oh, little messages, love. And this is really cute. There's going to be a little message of love that are going to come out at the end of this month as we go into our equinox in our Virgo and our Empress and our Hermit season. These are the bits and pieces, these little bunch of messages of love are going to come towards you. Or a water sign child. Alright, healing element. So, the next three are how we're going to apply it. How we're going to apply this, our Fey world. Alright, we have the secret. We are the weaver. Alright. Ooh, how we're going to apply it. This is a struggle of mine. So when you got a 7, so we got the 8. Yeah, so we're sitting here and we struggle with this is about again bringing stuff from heaven to earth. 8 is always heaven to earth. So this is a struggle of our mind. How do we dedicate ourselves to this? The next card is dedication after this. And so this is like going through that list of the things. What are the things? What are things that you've been struggling with? So this is taking a little bit of stock to let go of those things. You need to talk through them. You need to work through them. This is a communication card, communicating what you want heaven on earth, talking about your struggle. Sometimes when you talk about your struggle, people hear you. The universe hears you. If you talk and you speak your struggle out loud, the universe will hear you and bring you the healing. You'll talk to your higher consciousness, because that's the struggle we have with our mind. All right, be clear. All right, so what do we do? Oh, and that card, there it is. And there we have it, dedication. So this is how we apply it. You take all of those struggles and you take all of those thoughts and you write the lists and you do all of that. And you take your mind and you take that arrow that we're trained on hitting our love life just there, our love just there. And see that arrow that we're dedicated with, and we're going to actually aim that bow. This is our dedication. This is our dedication to our cause in our mind. Okay, one more for how do we apply it for the world, for the earth, Fey elements already. One more, how do we apply it to the world? Respect. Respect. Respect is a man with a very big stick, because at the end of that stick is the end of his patience. And it's the end of his boundary. And this is a boundary card. Respect is a boundary card. Respecting yourself draws a boundary, and other people don't cross those boundaries. That's respect. So respect is of faith, and it is of spirit. You know, so when you respect what other people's paths are, they respect yours. This is about respecting yourself and having dedication to that inside of all of this and all of your struggles. There's this message is coming. You're not going to be bored anymore. Your heart's not going to be bored. There's a message coming. Your dedication is aiming at your love in here. And so here we have respect sitting over the top. So 3 more cards. So 2 we have for partnerships. What have we got on the partnerships later? 4 earth elementals. Alright, so this is a spiritual backburning card. Sometimes we've got to let go. We've got to let go of the things we thought we know. Sometimes you've got to clear and just go, we're going to start afresh from here. We're going to start afresh. All the things that we knew about each other's selves, let's clear those out. Let's not have any falsehoods about ourselves. This is letting go of old spiritual ways that don't believe anymore. You're allowed to change. You don't have to be rigid. This is about tending and weeding your garden and making sure that you do a bit of spiritual backburning so you know exactly what you believe. And this is clearance of old ways, things that have harmed you. So inside of your relationships, it's time to clear out those old things and get to the heart of the matter. All right. So one more for our partnerships and one more for self-love. One more for our partnerships in the world for the earth elements. Our cup runneth over. So these partners here, our lovers, our attraction, in the beginning, and the number 2 is the attraction. These 2 partners, this is our cups running over. This is the happiness. This is our emotions filling everything in our lives. This is the penultimate for our relationships. So clearing some of what we might have thought previously and clearing and opening room for fresh air in our lives. Just here, this is going to give us happiness. Okay, one more. One more for our self-love. The Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands, This is a little bit of, so here we got a little bit of love messages coming through. This is like little spiritual messages coming through. This will be like little bits of intuitions. You'll be on the mark. You'll hear it. You'll see it. You'll be there before it. You'll know what's going to happen. This is like somebody giving you, sending you a little inspiration. This is all different sorts of inspiration and spirit and passion and joy. So it's going to be little bits of passion, like dotting through your life, earth elementals, and you'll be able to see it all over the place. So you've got this go on you, and we're going to go through the thorns, and we've got this blessing here, a blessing of a light touch on the earth. Things are going to get lighter for us as we go. So this little spirit here is going to bring us this little, so it's going to bring us all this little light energy and all this inspiration inside of here. You are the weaver of your destiny. You are the weird. You have the secret to the unknown. Don't be jealous. People might be jealous of your heart, or you might be jealous of people, but things have changed, skills change, the lover changes, all in this. So a spiritual message. Beautiful places for our relationships in here as we go through and get our dedication and respect to ourselves, and we clear what isn't any good to us anymore. All right, Earth Elementals, my Earth Fae, I hope you enjoyed that reading for September, the mid-month reading. I will be trying to put these out again on the 13th, 14th and 15th maybe of the month. And I'm going to include more Fae stuff and see how we go. This is a growing adventure for me to give to you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit like and subscribe. Share this with your folks and your peeps and your groups and stuff. And I'll see you on a hot tea for the soul. If you join the group, it'd be great to see you. I'll catch you next month. Bye.